Babylon had fallen. The mighty empire that once ruled the known world was no more, replaced by the reign of Cyrus, king of Persia. For many, this was a time of hope. Israel's 70 years of captivity had ended. Yet for Daniel, the prophet and beloved servant of the Most High, peace remained elusive. Though some of his people had returned to Jerusalem, the city lay in ruins, and the weight of unfulfilled prophecy pressed heavily on his spirit. In the quiet of his chamber, high above the bustling streets of Babylon, Daniel knelt before an open window. The faint sounds of the city faded into silence as he lifted his hands in prayer. O Lord, the great and awesome God, who keeps his covenant of love with those who love him and obey his commands, hear my prayer. We have sinned, we have rebelled. Yet you, O Lord, are merciful. Turn your anger away from Jerusalem, your holy city. For 21 days, Daniel's voice rose to the heavens. He ate no delicacies, no meat, and drank no wine. His once strong frame weakened, but his resolve only grew. By the Tigris River, his frail body swayed as he prayed, but his heart burned with a fierce longing for answers. As dawn broke on the 21st day, something extraordinary happened. A figure appeared before Daniel, clothed in linen, with a belt of pure gold around his waist. His face was like lightning, his eyes like flaming torches, and his voice like the roar of a multitude. Daniel fell face down, trembling. Strength left his body, and his breath caught in his throat. He knew this was no ordinary man. This was a messenger from the throne of God. Before the vision, the command to send aid to Daniel had been issued. Far above the earth, in the throne room of heaven, the angel Gabriel had stood before the radiant presence of the Almighty. Waves of glory rippled through the celestial expanse, a brilliance so pure that even the most exalted of angels covered their faces. Gabriel, came the voice of the Lord, like a symphony of thunder and calm waters. Go to my servant Daniel. He has sought me with humility and persistence. Reveal to him the mysteries of what is to come, for the time of understanding draws near. Gabriel bowed low. Your will shall be done, O Most High. With his commission clear, Gabriel set out. But in the unseen realms, dark forces were already conspiring to thwart the divine mission. In a realm of swirling shadows and fiery storms, the Prince of Persia, a mighty principality of darkness, brooded. His form towered over his demonic army, his armor forged from the chaos of rebellion, and his sword a weapon of infernal fire. The Almighty dares to send his messenger through my dominion. His voice was like the grinding of stone, filled with rage and arrogance. This earth belongs to me, and Persia bows to my will. One of his lieutenants, a twisted figure with a serpentine body, slithered forward. Shall we intercept him, my lord? Intercept him, the Prince of Persia spat. We shall crush him. Assemble the legions. Gabriel will never reach Daniel. Gabriel descended from the heights of heaven, his form blazing like a comet through the endless expanse. The light surrounding him cut through the darkness of the second heaven, but the forces of the Prince of Persia were ready. From the shadows, the prince stepped forward, his blade glinting with malevolent energy. Turn back, Gabriel, he roared. You will not pass through my dominion. Gabriel stood firm, his spear gleaming with holy fire. I come in the name of the Lord of hosts. You have no power to stop me. Then we shall see whose power prevails, the prince snarled. What followed was a clash of celestial forces. Gabriel's spear met the prince's sword in a blinding explosion of light and darkness. Every strike sent shockwaves rippling through the heavens, but the Prince of Persia was cunning. He summoned reinforcements, and soon Gabriel found himself surrounded by a horde of demonic entities. Back on Earth, Daniel remained by the Tigris River, unaware of the cosmic battle raging above him. His voice, though weakened, rose with unwavering determination. "How long, O Lord, will you not answer? I seek your wisdom. I plead for your mercy." Though he could not see it, Daniel's prayers were a lifeline. They fueled the forces of heaven, bolstering Gabriel as he fought against the overwhelming darkness. Each word of faith sent a surge of light through the heavens, piercing the enemy's ranks. As Gabriel struggled against the relentless onslaught, a blinding light tore through the chaos. Michael, the archangel, descended with the authority of the Most High. His sword, forged in the fire of God's righteousness, radiated with uncontainable power. "Release Gabriel, Prince of Persia," Michael commanded, his voice resonating like 1,000 trumpets. "Or face the wrath of heaven." The Prince of Persia sneered, but a flicker of fear crossed his fiery eyes. "You think you can dictate terms in my realm, Michael?" "I do not think," Michael replied, his tone unyielding. "I act under the authority of the one true God." What followed was a battle of staggering proportions. Michael's sword clashed with the prince's blade, each strike sending arcs of light and fire through the expanse. Gabriel, freed from his chains, joined the fray. Together, the two angels overpowered the Prince of Persia, forcing him to retreat into the shadows. With the path cleared, Gabriel descended to earth. Daniel, still trembling by the river, lifted his eyes to see the radiant figure before him. "Fear not, Daniel," Gabriel said, his voice calm yet commanding. "From the first day you set your heart to understand and humbled yourself before your God, your words were heard. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia resisted me for 21 days. Then Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me." Daniel chapter 10 verses 12 to 13. Gabriel continued, revealing the mysteries Daniel had longed to understand. "I have come to tell you what will happen to your people in the latter days. There will be wars and desolations, the rise and fall of kingdoms. But know this, the Anointed One will come. He will put an end to sin and establish everlasting righteousness." Daniel chapter 9 verses 24 to 27. Daniel listened, his heart heavy yet hopeful. The path ahead was clear, but so was the promise of redemption. As Gabriel ascended back to heaven, the Prince of Persia slithered from the shadows, his rage unquenched. Beside him stood another dark figure, the Prince of Greece, his ally in rebellion. "This is far from over," the Prince of Persia growled. "If Michael thinks he can keep us at bay, he is sorely mistaken." "Let them think they have won," the Prince of Greece replied, his voice cold and calculating. "Their victories are fleeting. The war continues." The power of prayer and fasting. And so the heavens and the earth moved forward under the sovereign hand of God. Daniel returned to his people, strengthened by the revelation, and the unseen battle raged on. This story is a powerful reminder. The prayers of the righteous move the heavens. Though delayed, God's answers are never denied. The forces of darkness tremble before the persistence of faith and the power of God's will. Never underestimate the strength of prayer and fasting, for the battle belongs to the Lord. Pray without ceasing. Don't forget to like and share this video. Also, if you've not subscribed, hit the subscribe button.